Every day, millions of people walk into gyms, lift heavy weights, and track every single calorie. The standard assumption is simple. If you push your body to absolute failure and eat perfectly, you will build muscle. Yet, despite perfect attendance and flawless meal prep, many hit a hard physical plateau. The scale stops moving. The muscle density stagnates. Lifting weights actually breaks your body down. The gym is entirely about creating the physical demand for adaptation. The actual construction phase happens completely outside of those walls. There is a biological wall you hit if you make one specific mistake at night. You can lift as heavy as you want, but this single error drastically limits the hormonal resources your body requires to repair damaged tissue. Obsessing over your daytime routine while ignoring this nighttime trigger means your physical effort is completely wasted. Your physical effort is largely wasted. The true biological work phase kicks in during the first few hours of the night. This is deep, slow-wave sleep. Deep inside your brain sits a tiny organ called the pituitary gland. During slow-wave sleep, this central control mechanism goes into overdrive. It floods your bloodstream with human growth hormone, or HGH. This chemical triggers protein synthesis, fusing muscle fibers and hardening bone. Without a massive influx of HGH, the micro-tears you created in your muscle fibers during your afternoon deadlifts simply remain damaged. They sit stagnant. The gym creates the demand for growth, but this HGH surge provides the supply. Without securing this window, you are creating a physiological debt that the body cannot resolve with exercise alone. But modern environments are actively hostile to this process. The prime offender is the harsh blue light of a smartphone illuminating a dark bedroom. Look at this data chart. Artificial blue light hitting the eyes suppresses the body's natural production of melatonin. The brain interprets this wavelength as daylight, triggering an evolutionary panic response, a massive release of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Here is the core biological conflict. Cortisol and human growth hormone are chemical enemies. High levels of cortisol physically block the release of HGH. When you expose your eyes to a screen right before closing them, your cortisol stays elevated. Consequently, your pituitary gland's HGH production drops down to almost zero during that critical slow-wave sleep window. Scrolling on your phone in bed is an act of chemical sabotage against your own physical recovery. You are biologically choking off your growth. People often blame a lack of progress on bad genetics. In reality, they are suffering from bad biological management of their internal systems. To build muscle and fix your physical frame, you must engineer an environment that eliminates nighttime cortisol and protects your HGH factory. First, establish your timeline. Kill all screens at least 1 hour before bed. Then, entrain your circadian rhythm by going to sleep at the exact same time every single night. Your body thrives on strict consistency. This infographic shows the exact environmental blueprint. Notice the temperature variable. Lowering the ambient room temperature to exactly 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius drops your core body temperature and accelerates the onset of deep sleep. Mastering these external variables, eliminating light, locking the schedule, and dropping the heat, creates the perfect internal conditions for your pituitary gland to guarantee maximum uninterrupted HGH release. Achieving physical transformation is a biological responsibility. To build physical mass, you must first actively defend your hormonal environment.